My name's Ephraim, I'm 19 years old and I'm a footballer and a model.
Hi, my name's Peter Clark, my age 19 and I work as an actor.
Life before the lockdown, well, I was training because I played for a professional football team, so I had to train every day, play matches during the weekend, and I was just having so much fun doing what I love. And as I said,
it was very fun. I was in my second year of college, just getting used to acting, meeting friends, getting used to my friends.
We were going to cinema, we were having fun, we were in a restaurant, eating food, everything. Life was good.
So yeah, it was very blessed.
Oh, you've got to do 11, fam. You've got to do 11. I'll play the game.
To some COVID-19 updates now. COVID cases are once again on the rise globally. In the UK, Portugal, Israel and the US, there are now witnessing surge in COVID-19 cases. Let's start with Britain.
The coronavirus pandemic started in China, spread to Europe and had reached the UK by the end of January.
New dry cough.
The UK recorded its highest number of daily infections since mid-July. When the new tiers were introduced earlier this month, just over 40% of the population of England was placed in Tier 3. That increased to 60% on Wednesday, when London and some surrounding areas were placed in the top tier. And from Saturday, 68% of the population of England will be in Tier 3.
When I first heard about the lockdown, to be honest with you, I didn't really take it seriously.
When I heard about lockdown, I was like shocked, but I thought it wasn't a big deal.
Because I was just thinking to myself, there's no way that everyone in the UK is going into lockdown.
And I thought it was just like one of the scenarios that you could just put behind the bush.
No one working, no businesses open. So I just thought to myself, there's just no way that it would even happen.
Every part of the United Kingdom is now in lockdown, with people being urged to stay at home as the scale of the public health emergency becomes even more daunting.
It's like we couldn't go outside. The level scale was pretty high in London.
I just said to myself, hopefully it's not going to be for too long. Initially it was meant to be for 2 weeks, but I think that got extended for another 2 weeks, then 2 weeks again, and then it turned into 6-7 months.
Such is the depth of the COVID crisis that the lockdown measures are widely expected to remain in force probably until March.
But it ended up being much longer than I expected.
The time has now come for us all to do more. From this evening, I must give the British people a very simple instruction. You must stay at home to stop the disease spreading between households. That is why people will only be allowed to leave their home for the following very limited purposes. Shopping.
You had to always wear your mask.
For basic necessities. One form of exercise a day.
I've not really seen a lot of people outside really.
Any medical need to provide care or to help a vulnerable person. And travelling to and from work, but only where this is absolutely necessary and cannot be done from home.
Breathe pretty much by itself. You don't have voluntary control over these things. So we say it happens spontaneously. So when you go to sleep and you try to go to sleep, you interfere with the spontaneous process of going to sleep. Try to breathe, real hard, and you find you get balled up in your breathing. You've got to let go and let it happen.
Brent is one of the worst affected areas in the UK.
Some of the hardest things I had to deal with during the lockdown was the social aspect of things.
You're all alone. So like at the time I had like anxiety problems. So I used to always overthink. I don't know why, but I used to always overthink of how's lockdown gonna do, how's family.
But not being able to see my friends, my siblings, because they all have their own houses.
Oh, we've been locked down forever, we've been locked down for years.
From a football aspect of things, as I told you before, I play for a professional team, so I'm used to training every day. I'm used to playing matches every weekend, and not being able to do that did take a toll on me mentally, from a mental aspect, because I did feel quite lonely.
It was up and down.
In terms of my daily job was basically gone for the good part of 6-7 months. So I did find it difficult to start off with.
I didn't really get ill that severely compared to my mum. At the time, we needed a vaccine, and my mum, if she did have the vaccine, she would have a lot of problems, and it was very hard.
In the next episode, we find out how Ephraim and Pierre overcame their struggles and conquered COVID.
I did eventually decide to, make an effort to change these things.
I had to become more independent.
Start waking up early, start giving myself a plan, a schedule.
The whole outcome of the lockdown, I learned a lot.
I was able to acquire new skills.
Before me, I realised that I do need this vaccine.
And for more information, visit www.brent.gov.uk.